Okay.
He says, the mind is like a garden in which in order for weeds to grow, you don't have to do anything. Weeds are just going to grow no matter what, right? Like they'll grow up from the sides of concrete, right? From cracked pavement.
Yeah.
They'll grow. Like you don't have to give any attention to weeds.
Okay.
And that's like negativity. You don't have to give any attention to it, and it'll always be there. Yeah. But if you want daisies, if you want orchids, you have to really nurture them. You have to water them every day. You have to give them enough sunlight. You got to protect and guard that which is beautiful.
Damn.
And that's the same thing with positivity. Yeah. You have to guard that every day. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 714 podcast. I'm here with Joey.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, brother?
It's going great, man.
Going great? Yeah, dude.
Blessed,
we're I think we were talking about Apple, right? Before this,
we were.
I don't know, some conspiracy theory about your headphones, your dad's headphones. What?
Yeah, bro.
What happened with
What happened with the headphones?
What happened with the headphones?
Dude, I don't know, bro. All right, listen, maybe it's not 100%. I got no evidence.
This guy was saying it's 100%. Nope, we have no evidence, but these headphones his dad got, they're not Apple. They're not compatible. Anything that's not Apple is terrible.
It's terrible. It's throw it away. I said throw it in the trash.
Throw it in the trash.
No, bro. Have you ever had like a product that wasn't Apple that didn't work as well?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to like Bluetooth connection or something along the lines.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to work with your phone, but then it's
It
just
doesn't.
not an Apple product. And they're like, nah, sorry, dude.
Get
Get that out of here,
Get
bro.
that outta here.
Sorry, bro. You're not paying us. You're done.
It might be like that. It makes sense though, because you want if they're a business, they want to make money, right?
Right.
And so they want people to buy their products from their store. And now I think AirPods are one of the best-selling Apple products of all time. Yeah. It's up there with the iPhone, because everybody has AirPods, everyone. And when you look at these other third-party competitors, it's pretty much like they're going out of business because of that. But that's
crazy,
business.
Dude.
That's business.
Yeah, bro. The AirPods, man. I'm talking about people lose them all the time.
Lose them, yeah.
The homie's like, yeah, bro. Look at my find my AirPods, bro. I got like 8 of them. I'm like, dude.
8 of them.
One of them was like across the street, right? We're at my house, and he's like, bro, Joey, I think I lost my AirPods at your house, right? And he's looking at it, and he's like, dude, but they're over there. And I'm like, what do you mean they're over there? And I look at his phone, and it's at the house across the street.
Really?
And I'm like, I'm like, listen, bro, you can go over there, knock on the door if you want to, say, hey, you got my AirPods, but I'm not doing that shit.
The other guy starts using them. He's like, no, these are mine now.
It's like a whole bunch of older people that used to live down there at the circle. So I was like, you know what, bro? I'm not going over there, dude.
I know. Sometimes you just got. Luckily, I've never lost them yet. Knock on wood. But I know some people they use them on the plane, and they've lost them like 10 times already. And you don't want to go down. Like, you don't know what grime is down there on some airplane on Southwest. You don't know what's down there. So you don't want to look like a fool either. Like I lost my AirPod. You got to move like 5 people out of the way.
Stand up.
Yeah.
I'm missing one AirPod.
Yeah, they're small and you could lose them easily, but people still get them because they're just that good. That's the thing with Apple products that we were talking about before, was that the simplicity and the ease of use of all their products makes us want to come back. Like we might shit on Apple for not upgrading every year like they used to. When Steve Jobs was at the helm, it would be like a new product and a revolutionary design every year.
Right.
And now it's just the same shit.
Yeah.
But we still go back because it's just that good.
Because it's that good.
It's that good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, dude. The simplicity of it, how they don't want you to go anywhere else.
They don't want you.
They don't want you
to go
anywhere
have
else.
this, it's called the Apple ecosystem.
The
ecosystem.
That's good right there.
Yeah.
That is good.
They lock you in.
They lock you
for
in.
life. Yeah, it's like a zoo. They say, "Oh, here's this world, but you're not allowed out now." You're not allowed out.
Yeah. They lock you in there and throw the key, dude.
They throw the key,
the key, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we didn't make a key.
Key? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, no, you're on this phone for life, son. You're on this phone for life.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Mr. Turtleneck, man.
Mr. Turtleneck.
Bro. Bro. Genius.
Yeah.
Absolutely genius.
Genius.
Yeah.
In all ways. I mean, gone too soon.
Yeah.
For sure. Like he was.
Yeah.
They say that he wasn't the nicest person in the world. He was
really
not like a gentle boss. Like he had such a passion for his products and his company that sometimes his passion would come off as, hurtful to somebody, right?
Yeah.
So he had that kind of history, but other than that, he was a great person, bro. Yeah. Like very innovative, a visionary that will be remembered forever, forever,
100%.
There's no telling what everything that he's done has sparked even more creations. Like imagine the amount of artists and creatives that use Apple products around the world. Right. That technology, like whatever it is, the iPhone, the MacBook, all that sparked other people's creativity too. Without that, it's lost somewhere else,
Yeah, dude.
So when you connect the dots of one technology and how much it revolutionized everybody else's life, and it's huge. The impact,
bro,
right?
I wonder what those people were doing on the first computers, bro.
The first computers,
dude. I wonder what type of crazy stuff they were doing on those things. You know what I mean? Because I bet they were testing the limits, seeing how far it would go, like people do. That's what people
the first computer I don't think even had a screen. Like it was just like a machine that computes data.
Right.
Yeah. There was this movie, I forget what it's called, the Imitation Game. Dude. I don't know if you've seen that. Have you heard of that?
The war one?
Yeah, it's like a war one.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, that was good.
It was good. Who's that actor who plays Dr. Benedict Cumberbatch or something like that? Yeah.
But that's
who plays Doctor Strange?
Yeah, that guy.
He played somebody in that movie.
Dude, he's good.
He's good.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's amazing.
Good actor.
And in that movie, like I didn't even know, like that I don't know if that's the first computer, but just that a computer was like that. It was just a machine. I thought for a long time, computers were made in the 90s or 80s or whatever, and they had a screen, but you don't realize that there was a long history before that of small little, starts where it didn't even seem like this was much, right? Like a small machine that could do data. What is that going to do? Right.
That's insane. But it decrypted code, right?
It decrypted code, yeah. That's what it was, yeah.
Right. It was like they broke the Morse code, not Morse code, but it was some
kind of code
that they had
that the Germans were using. Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
That's insane.
I love studying World War II too, bro. Like that, it's so deep and so informative. Like when you really watch some of those documentaries, and it's one of the only wars or out of the two world wars that are documented with like film. Like there's actual video of it, so you could look at the video and see, these young men, 18 years old, kids that are going to war for their country.
It's insane, dude.
And they didn't know better at all. Like the Nazis and the Germans didn't know, and the Americans really didn't know. Like it was like, okay, you got to go fight for your country.
Yeah.
Like there was no internet. There's no like people telling you, like it's all propaganda.
Yeah.
That you're being informed by this nationalism, and you had to just follow in line like everyone else. Right. You're saying, oh, the Germans are the bad guys. Okay, we got to kill the Germans.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how transformative those years were.
Right.
And when you look back, you realize there's. Well, I'm trying to connect this to like the technology, like the amount of technology that advanced during that time.
Right.
You realize it was because of those wars. Like as a country, the U.S. was always looking to advance like their military, their capability as a nation. And so they were always trying to look for new ways, like new planes or new this. Like even Ford, I think, was making planes. Even though they're a car company, they were making planes, bro. Yeah.
That's insane. No way. I did not know that.
Yeah. So the whole country was, I think before that, the 30s was the Great Depression, right? Okay. So the war basically brought them out of the Depression because there was so much new advancement that was happening during the war that it basically boomed the economy up to like where it needed to be. And that's the turning point for America, actually, is that's when America got to the world stage of being the number one country in the world.
Wow. After World War II.
After World War II. Because before then, I mean, they weren't a small country at that point.
Right.
But they didn't like to get into other people's business. Like Americans in the 1800s didn't want to be a colonialism, or what is it called? They didn't want to take part in imperialism or colonialism, right? Where a country goes to a place somewhere in the world and just take over their people or start this new government and say, okay, now we're planting the American flag. You're ours now. Like somehow, that's what the British did for so long, for centuries. They did that, and they had like half the world at one point. It's crazy.
It's insane. They just pulled up and said, "You're ours now."
This is a flag. like sign this treaty here.
Get with it or get lost. Is what they said. That's crazy, dude.
Dude, it's insane.
That's crazy.
And America didn't want to take part in that. Like they didn't want to go down that path. But a lot of things happened. A lot of events happened in which they did take part in. Like I think in the Philippines, they did some type of colonialism there, and in World War II, in both World Wars, really, they started to delve into other international foreign affairs, and that made them a powerhouse. Yeah. Because now once you're in the world stage of things and you're involved in other people's business, then it's pretty much you're one of the top countries.
Hands in other people's pockets. Type deal, huh? Yeah, dude. I wish I knew more about just our American history, man, because like it's so interesting. Like I think that was my favorite subject for sure, but I didn't pay attention either way. But you know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, no. If I'm being honest, no.
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah. But dude, I have a question for you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Dude, I've heard people on TikTok talking about like revolutionary, like, we need to start another revolutionary war, 2023, yada yada. People going crazy, and it's like it's just interesting to think about. Like, what do you think about that? Like
a revolutionary war?
Yeah, because
I've never even heard anybody talk about that. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know how to feel about it, dude. Because there's people that like, I don't know. Because there's a lot of things wrong with our government, 100%.
Yeah,
but to sit here and act like I know exactly how it is and how we should go about it is dumb, dude.
It's dumb.
Right, because I'm not in that position. I don't know. I don't have enough information or power to make those, decisions in my head. But it's just interesting to think about, like, because they were talking about how the people are so well-armed. We're the best well-armed country, like the civilians are. And so, but it just doesn't make any sense that we actually have a chance to do that in this day and age.
Would we want to spark another civil war?
Right.
Like, what's the point of doing that? No.
Right.
Like,
what do we get out of that?
I don't think violence is ever the solution.
It's not, dude. It's not the solution. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like we could have a conversation like this with people, and that will prove to be a better result. Right. That will incur a better result than just fighting.
Right. You know? Because it's always been, if you have enough people on your side, you can get things done.
Yeah.
You can get things done with the people on your side, dude. And having conversations just like this is all you need.
Yeah, you need two open-minded people. That's what you need. That's 100%. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
Is open-mindedness in your own perspective about life. Like, never be too strict with your own beliefs. That's something I hold on to a lot.
Never be too strict with your own beliefs.
Yeah. Even though you might think, oh, this is this I've always thought about it this way, right? Don't be strict on it, because What if there's a better way of looking at it that you might have never heard of?
Exactly.
Right.
Shyam.
And now somebody out here is telling you this new idea. And instead of putting a wall up, why not hear it out?
Right.
And you don't, I'm not saying believe everything that everyone says,
Of course.
but leave the door open.
Right, dude.
Leave the door open
Right.
because you never know what idea is going to change your life.
Yeah.
Like what idea is going to inspire you and make you think in a different way.
Right.
Because if you're just all locked in on one way, then you're leaving a huge percentage of life out here. Like there's so much more to learn, so much more to discover, and you leave that on the table.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, you're leaving so much on the table. Other people's perspectives are like, yeah, dude, so much of the world that I don't know about yet. And if I were to only be thinking in like what I've been told or what I've seen or like, you know, what's been passed down to me, dude, that would be ignorant and dumb.
Ignorant,
and, yeah, and not wanting to learn and grow. And that's what it's all about too, dude. It's just growing. It's
Growing, yeah.
It's growing every day.
Yeah. It really is, because the human experience is about growth.
Yeah.
And I've realized this time and time again that the second you stop growing is the second everything falls apart. Everything.
Damn.
And
right.
So every day I pretty much try to grow. Like whether it's, you know, going to the gym, you know, you see me in the gym yesterday.
Yeah, you're always getting it. Always.
That's how we actually met again. Like, you know, like
right.
for the people in the audience.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's crazy how
we
just
see each other in the gym every now and then.
Yeah.
But
it just happened too, huh?
Yeah, it just happened naturally.
Bro. That's crazy to think about, man. Some things just, you know, it's like God's plan. It just comes together, man, like it's supposed to happen.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And so like whether it's growing in the gym or growing mentally, like it just always grow different aspects of yourself, because once you think that there's a peak and a plateau is when you realize it really was a never ending journey. It wasn't about the destination really. It was about just constantly getting there, constantly getting better.
Yeah.
That's what it's really about. It's not just to get there. Yes, getting there is nice. You know, like if you have a goal in mind, you know, to lose 10 pounds or 50 pounds and you get that goal, it's a celebratory experience. But if you just say, oh, well, now I could just go back to what I used to do, then you're going to go back to the old ways.
Right.
And that's what happens to most people, is they fall back to their habits.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I fall back into my old habits all the time. I'll have like 1-2 good weeks, maybe a good couple days, and then I'm like, I'm chilling now.
Yeah,
I'll chill for a couple days.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that happens to the best of us, man.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
And I think that we talked about something similar to that before as well. I think I told you about purpose, right? Mm-hmm. And how purpose will get you through those tough times. Like even when you want to fall back, if your excuse for falling back is stronger, then you'll fall back.
Yeah.
But if your purpose for doing so, like if your purpose for change is, I never want to be that person again.
Wow.
You look back, you look at, you know, you might have a picture of yourself at that time and you're like, I'm never going to be that person again.
Yeah.
And you have that kind of determined effort and commitment to yourself, to your new self, then you'll never go back.
That's powerful right there,
Yeah.
man. That's powerful, bro.
You'll never go back.
Yeah.
And that's it's the best feeling to accomplish that, is to be a new person. Like I don't want to look back in a year and say that I didn't change. I want to look back in a year and not even recognize that person. Like people might say, "Oh, you changed." Like, yeah, I did change.
Yeah.
I did change. Like I'm glad I changed.
I'm glad I changed. Yeah, dude. Because when you like what you said, dude, you can look back and connect the dots, but you can't look forward and connect the dots, dude. That's super interesting to think about, man. Because man, when I look back, I'm like, they're like, "Oh, you're different," but I'm like, I am a little different, huh? Man? Like, did I change a lot? Like, oh wow, I think I did change.
Yeah,
I think I did change quite
a
bit. You know what I mean? But when you're thinking like in the now, I don't think about how I'm going to be changing in the future. For you to think like that is super
that's
open-minded.
what most people don't do.
Yeah.
You could change just by time. Time will change you, through life experiences.
Right.
But most likely you won't end up in the place you want to be because you're not conscious of it. You're not putting those signals out of where you want to be. You have you haven't thought of it and planted the flag of, okay, this is the vision of where I want my life to go. If you don't do that, then you'll just end up anywhere,
right?
Because you haven't selected the destination. It's like getting into your car and having no destination and just driving. You know, like you're not gonna go to where you want to go because you don't even know where you want to go is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
100%, man.
And so what I try to do is always have a destination. Always. Right. For, you know, in my mind, I always see myself as the person I want to be rather than who I am. Because I don't want to be this person. This person already exists because of the past.
Right.
The past made this person. So if I want to be something else, if I want to have different results that I can't look at right now. Right now it doesn't exist for me. I'm only looking at who I want to be and who I want to become rather than what is. Because what is, you know, everything in this reality, in my opinion, is a mirror reflection of what goes on within our own minds. It's a mirror reflection. And the more you become conscious of your thinking, you'll realize that, oh, my thoughts did create this. Like, it was my thinking that made me feel this way. Like, it's not the, you know, let's say you get into a situation where, I don't know, a car accident or something.
Right.
It's not that that's a problem. It's your perception that it is a problem. It's your thoughts that create it as a problem.
Right.
And the moment you start realizing you could have choice in the matter of whether you look at problems or you look at solutions.
Damn.
And you start looking at solutions, you'll start to go in that direction. Right. Yeah. And that's the steps that get you to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Because you could look at right now and be like, this is a shitty place I'm at in life, right? Like you're not where you want to be. Right. You have, you know, no money, no resources.
Right.
And you're just down bad, you know, like you're
down tremendous. I'm down tremendous.
Down
abysmal.
Yeah. Abysmal.
Abysmal.
You're in the abyss.
I'm in the abyss, man. Yeah, I'm in the abyss, bro. Yep.
It looks like there's no light. There's nothing out here.
Yeah, bro. Dark. Yeah, black hole. Black hole. No, bro, for real.
Yeah.
For real though.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens like that. Man. It'd be like that sometimes.
But it teaches you during those moments.
It does. Yeah, like you gotta look at the blessings too, man. You can look like we were just talking about. You can look at all those negatives, and then you focus on those, and you start going down that negative, not only mindset and path, but like it just feels like it's just a never-ending struggle. But you look at the blessings and how much blessings you have. I'm blessed. I have so many blessings in my life. I start looking at those.
And it's what you focus on, right?
Yes.
That's what your experience really is.
Yeah.
It's not the outside, like. Nothing is inherently good or bad. It's how we think it is.
Right.
And
perception on it, man.
Yeah, your perception on it.
It's everything.
And
it's everything.
For me, like now from my perspective, fear isn't a bad thing anymore for me. I've got to the point where, to me, fear is a teacher. Fear is telling me that in this moment, you have not found peace with this situation.
Wow.
You have not found peace. So it's telling me fear is not there to immobilize me. It's not there to make me run from my problems.
Pushes you.
It's there to, push me in that direction. Like, go into fear and find peace with that situation.
Right.
Because it's there.
Right.
It's there. And it's just waiting for you to solve the puzzles in your own mind. Like, what thought is it? It's like a configuration of thoughts that you got to get to. Like, oh, does this thought make me feel good? Yeah. No. This one? No. And you just keep finding it. Oh, this is the one that it's been trying to lead me towards. The universe has been trying to just tell me, hey, think this way, and it'll all work out.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard something that was like, because like I've always never really had a 100% like know where I want to go, or industry or whatever. But I heard something that was like, it's almost better. He said that it was better to not know, because you're a constant student of life, like we were talking about. And I love that, because, dude, like we said, we got to keep growing. You got to keep learning, bro. Like, yeah, even if I found what was, making me successful, and I thought like what I thought was my purpose, and I had, I was satisfied in financially and like all these different ways. But if I'm like not learning and growing, I won't be satisfied. Like, if I'm not learning or having good conversations like this, or just meeting people like I like doing, and like, having good convos like that. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah. You need conversations like this in order to grow. Like, that's why I love doing it and I love talking about this stuff, because I know how much of an impact it's made on my life. Yeah. And all I can do is share it. Like, all I want to do is just share that information to people, because I know, like, this is the plan. Like, this is the game plan of life. Like, once you have a new perspective on life, then it all opens up.
Right.
It all opens up. Like, all the doors open.
Yeah.
And you could go through life, millions of people have, without knowing these ideas of being conscious of the way you think. Yeah. Millions of people have gone through life, and if you don't get there, you're basically just surviving. Wow. You're just surviving. You're not really living at that point. You're just going through the motions. Yeah. And that's what animals do. Animals just eat, sleep, reproduce.
Go through the motions.
Go through the motions.
Wow.
That's what survival is. That's not really living.
Dude, I've always found that super interesting, that animals would do like some of the same tendencies we do and stuff like that. Yeah. And it's like, whoa, like he's just trying to survive. Like, he's just going through the motions. Yeah. But we're the highest. We're on the top of the chart, and I'm acting like an animal.
Acting like an animal, yeah. Like,
I'm just trying to survive out here. Like, there's so much more to this life.
There's so much more
than just surviving, man.
Yeah,
so much more.
Dude, I've had these thoughts similar to this like so many times. Like, I've been, I look at what is it, like animal documentaries sometimes. The BBC ones with
love those.
Who is it? David Attenborough, that British voice from.
Yeah, dude, the accents are amazing, bro.
Yeah. I could only watch his, like, or anybody that has like a British accent. If it's like an American guy, I'm turning that shit off, bro. Like, it doesn't hit the same,
it doesn't hit the same, bro. It doesn't hit the same, bro. Yeah. The accent makes it
it makes a hell of a difference.
Yeah, bro, it does. It does. Look at him right there.
Yeah. That's more about Australian.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking of Steve Irwin.
Oh yeah, Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin was amazing, bro. His son, I forget his son's name, but his son is just like him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forget his son's name though, but his son is also like a part of the zoo there in Australia.
Okay.
And he also like tackles crocodiles and fucking just goes into murky waters. Yeah. He's crazy. He's like with snakes and everything. Like he has this palpable energy about him of just exploring an adventure. Dude. Like his dad, bro. Like I think somehow Steve Irwin went into his
down. Dude, he instilled it probably from like a young age. Like seeing how he works with the animals and seeing how much it means to him. It probably got instilled to him at such a young age, dude.
It probably did, yeah. And it was his passion for it. Like, if you look at the early Steve Irwin interviews, or any of his interviews, and he brings on these, snakes or something, and the interview like host, like Jimmy Fallon or whatever, would be like scared, or not Jimmy Fallon. It was probably Conan.
Okay, yeah.
Like back in the 90s or something, and he would be scared of doing something with this animal. But with Steve, he'd always be calm. Always just wanted other people to love animals just as much as he did. Right, he had that passion, and everybody could feel that. You could feel that through the screen.
Yeah,
that this man was passionate about animals and about environmentalism.
Yeah,
and he also passed away too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
but that's an interesting thing too, dude. How you can sometimes I don't know. I'm not 100% right on these things either. Mm-hmm. But
you want me to fix the mic? It
is kind of leaning a little bit, dude. I was like, did I fuck it up? Oh, did these things tighten it right here?
It's just this thing right here.
shit. Okay. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, just
Okay. Don't
maybe
touch
you
it.
lean it. Yeah, don't touch it. Maybe. Yeah. I'm like, this guy's fiddling with it too much. Like, maybe there's a problem.
I'm tinkering. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay. I won't touch it too much.
You want it a little bit higher?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Maybe a little. Cause yeah. Okay. That's good right here. Yeah. I'm like slouching, dude. I'm like.
Yeah, we gotta straighten our backs.
I know, bro. It's cause too much Apex, bro.
Yeah. Too much Apex.
Too much video games, bro. But backs. Now I'm just like the hunchback in Notre Dame now,
Hunchback.
bro. I'm just like, yeah, bro. It's bad. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
Steve Irwin.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's super interesting how you can feel like I'm not right 100% of the time, but it feels like you can feel someone's genuineness and like through even through a screen, like you said, like it's crazy. Face to face, it's easier, but even through the screen, like you can.
He had that type of energy about him. He's that just passion for animals, like unlike anybody else. And I'm glad his son is like carrying on that tradition of like with animals. But what were we talking about before this? Like we went on a fucking tangent.
I can't remember, dude. I don't even know what I ate.
Documentaries.
This morning,
Oh yeah, animals. We were saying
we were talking about animals.
Survival. Something happened.
That was my keys.
Oh, okay,
Let me
something.
put these down.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
But how animals survive and how humans don't have to. Like there's a difference between humans and animals, but for us, it takes effort not to be like an animal because it's easy to do nothing. It's easy to take the path of just surviving, just going through the motions. Like you could go through this life and eat, sleep, and just reproduce and do what an animal does.
Right.
And go through your whole life and you'll feel miserable at the end of it. Miserable.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's insane, dude. Because, because animals, they don't, now I'm thinking about it, that the satisfaction level, they don't have that conscious,
they don't have that consciousness.
They can't like go another route and try to find happiness in other ways. They just know this is what happens, you survive. I've done what I need to do, now I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a speaker by the name of Jim Rohn who had a great example about this. He said, a goose always flies south in the winter, right? You could tell a goose that it's actually better to go west this winter, but it won't obey. It won't follow your suggestion, right? It's not because, and it's because that's its instinct. That's its survival mechanism, is to always go south. It doesn't matter what you say. It could be, you could tell any direction. It'll always go south, but not human beings. We could go any direction because we have that choice in our consciousness that we get to pick whatever we want to do. And that could be, scary at times. Like I wish I had something telling me this is what to do, right? Yeah. But you could pick so many different, like infinite options of how you want to go about your life. Yeah. And to me, that's the journey. Like that's the fulfilling part. Like I wouldn't want to be any other animal because we have the choice to make our life however great we want to make it. Yeah. You could develop yourself, learn as many skills as you want. Yeah. You could gain all the knowledge you want. You could gain as little of it as you want or as much as you want. Wow. It's all up to you and your path of willingness to go out there and do it.
And try it.
And try it,
dude. Yeah, that inner voice is something crazy as well, man. It's crazy to think about, bro, because I don't know what it is, but I feel like it starts early age too. Like you don't even have to have like people instilling this in you, just to have that voice, the kind of like the good and bad, telling you like, okay, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know. And I feel like
I think it's made up of a lot of other people's voices too, right? Like when your parents tell you something or a teacher tells you something, oh, you're good at this. Oh, you're not as good as the other kids as this. Yeah. And so you kind of identify yourself as being good and bad, and you recognize as you're older that these are other people's opinions. Like, why am I believing them? Yeah. Right? Like, that's deep. You had to believe yourself and understand who you are, because nobody else really knows who you are.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody, dude.
Like it's all
right.
It's all your own. Other people are your conception of yourself, really, is or how you see them is how you see yourself. You know?
Wow. Because you don't really know them.
You don't really know them.
Yeah.
You don't know what there's not a single person in the world. I mean, probably I'm actually thinking of one person that could look at somebody and realize what they're thinking. There was this like one magician that I saw recently that blew my mind. Yeah. Like who looked at somebody's like, oh, you're thinking about the color blue or some shit like that. Like,
some black magic or something,
some
dude.
black magic
dude,
shit. But really, you can't really tell what somebody else is going through or what they're thinking or who they are. Like it's all an individual journey. Yeah, this life thing.
Yeah, 100%. It's an individual journey, man. That's crazy to think about, man. Because I think I was having a conversation, I think, with my brother about that too, like social media and everything you get, and like you said too, with teachers and when you're growing up, it's everybody else's opinion on you. It's everybody else's opinion, and it starts to form like
your identity.
Your own opinion about yourself.
And it's not until you get into a different perspective or a different perspective about life that you realize, oh, this is somebody else's point of view and I didn't have to believe this. And you start to uncover like the years of you believing in other people rather than you believing in yourself.
Right, dude.
And when you make that change, it's drastic. Like it's the happiness you get from just believing in yourself alone. Like you don't need other people's opinions to make you feel fulfilled. Is the greatest feeling in the world. It's
a great feeling, man.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling. You start learning about yourself. You know, you start like having these type of conversations with people and people that, you know, like-minded that understand it. Mm-hmm. You start unpacking the things about you didn't know about yourself, dude. 100%. Because everything you've ever known is just, or everything I've ever known has just been told to me.
Has been told, yeah.
It's been told to me. Like, I don't know if it's their opinion or if it's fact. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? And I'm not saying that you're going to be like that other people, you shouldn't listen to other people's opinions at all, right? Like they're out there but there's a difference between criticism, like genuine criticism and then you had to differentiate that between something that is going to lessen your belief in yourself, right? Because sometimes you do need help. Sometimes somebody has to point it out for you that you're going down this path and it's the wrong path and I know where this ends up.
Right.
And then there's another path circumstance where you might have this dream and other people don't believe it and you can't allow those other people to stop you.
Wow.
Like that you got to differentiate those.
Right.
Because if you start to accept the values that these people all say that I shouldn't go for it, but this is what my heart is telling me. Like, this is what I have to do, right? And if you start believing in them, then you're going to, the world is going to lose out on a person that fulfills their dream.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I feel like, man, I feel like that it's the right and wrong, the internal clock for like right and wrong. I don't know, man. I feel like it's God. You know what I mean? Just because there's just no other explanation for like random, like I don't have any other influence. I do have influence, obviously, but like when I'm sitting there and I'm in my own head, the only influence is me. You know, when I'm just thinking about contemplating things, you know, and like whether this is right or this is wrong, like just like small choices, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for like your own personal decisions on where you want to go with life.
Yes, bro. Yes, it could be it could be anything, man. It could be anything, dude. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be going out with certain people, or it could be doing certain things, or it could be trying something. You know what I mean? It could be anything, man. But
it's all feeling too, right? Like what I've realized is human beings are only chasing the feeling of doing things. Right. We don't really, want anything else besides the feeling. You don't want a lot of money for just the money. You want a lot of money for how it makes you feel. You don't want food because just for food. You want it a certain type of food because it makes you feel a certain way. Right. Like, so everything is based on feeling, and we're always chasing a certain feeling.
Yeah, dude.
We're always chasing it. Like anytime we're in a negative space, we're like, oh, I need to get back to some positive place. And then once you're in the positive place, like, oh, is there anything better than this?
Dude.
Like, you're always chasing something else out there, some other feeling, and trying to look for it in anything. And you realize that it's never outside. It's not in the food. It's not in any outside thing. It's in you.
Source, dude. See,
it's
deep.
your feeling. It's
that
you.
Is deep.
And you could think a thought and it'll change the feeling like this.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that you can like make some of these chemicals like automatically release in your brain just by what you're thinking. Just by what you're thinking. Like,
I mean, a simple thought that gets me to a good place all the time is thinking to myself, not even saying, you could say it, but I just think to myself, I love myself unconditionally. And I think that like 100 times, just keep on saying that, internally. Yeah. And you feel the word love. You feel just every time you think it, feel love. And you'll start to realize what love is, like that amount of love for yourself. And and then once you're at that place, you realize that's all I've been looking for. It's just that feeling of love this whole time. Like people search for it in alcohol, people search for it in drugs, people search for it in other people, right? But they'll never find it outside of themselves. You'll search in vain the rest of your life if you try to seek it outside. Because love is not in anything. It's you. You are love.
Yeah.
And all you had to do, I think there's somebody that said, we are all love, but sometimes the lens in which it shines through gets muddied up, and all we had to do is clean it.
Wow. Who says that quote?
I forget the person. I think it's either Wayne Dyer or some Persian poet. I forget. Damn. Yeah.
Smart ass motherfucker. Because damn.
Like I wouldn't be able to think of that.
Hell no, bro. Because I've thought about like putting love in into the world and positivity, but and trying to like love yourself, but that's different, bro. That's different because that's what it is, bro. You're looking through a lens of love. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we are all love. Like that's who we are. Yeah. It's not that you're trying to be loving. You are love. Yeah. But through your experience, things have blocked it from shining as bright as it could. Like as a kid, or if you look at a baby, all you see is love.
Bro, yeah, dude.
There is nothing hindering, a baby's love for anything. Like it's just so pure,
It is.
And you could be standing in like a grocery store line, right? And a mother is in front of you with her baby, and you just want to go over there and like get its like touch its cheeks and like hug the baby, and
you feel it.
It's
palpable, bro.
It's palpable.
It's so palpable, dude.
And it's because that all the baby has to give is love. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that's restricting it. Yeah, pure heart. It doesn't want anything in return. It just wants to give love. That's it.
Wow, bro.
And if we could all just get back to that, there's just our inner workings have built up a wall against that. All we had to do was rip that apart again, that apart, and just allow the love
to shine through
again.
100%.
That's all it is.
There's so much shit that past experiences or whatever it may be that's blocking your your lens, dude. 100%. And then people, and that's why people have certain outlooks on people, like, oh, that guy's angry all the time, or he's just, you don't know what he went through to have his lens so
muddied up.
Yeah, dude. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's insane.
The first step for me has always started with forgiveness of myself. Like not even forgiving other people. Yes, that's part of it too. Yeah. But forgiving yourself. Like I think there's another quote that says, the first step to enlightenment is to lighten up on yourself. Just lighten up. Like you don't have to hold all these things. Like you could have made the first 20 years of your life have been full of mistakes. just lighten up. Like it doesn't have to hold you back and say, oh, I'm just a fuck up now because of this past. Just forgive yourself. I had to go through those experiences. I had to learn that way. And that's gonna take a weight off your shoulders of just realizing, oh yeah, I had to do all these things and I had to mess up here.
Right.
And
made you who you are.
Made you who you are.
Yeah, that's so deep, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's so deep. I've been thinking like that recently about what's gone on to make me who I am. And I think that brought me back to that, what you told me, like, because, I can look back and connect those dots and be like, okay.
Yeah, people, I don't think we've said that for, we talked about that before we recorded, but the quote we're talking about is, I believe, from Steve Jobs, who said, you can only connect the dots looking backwards, not forwards.
Not forwards. That's so deep.
Yeah,
it's so deep, bro.
Shout out Steve Jobs.
Shout out Steve Jobs, man. Rest in peace, man.
I know, bro. Yeah, you realize that in every moment you can only look forward in the abyss that is life. Like, it's unknown. Yep. Nobody knows what's gonna happen 1 second from now, 1 hour from now, 1 year from now. It's just unknown.
It's unknown, man.
And you could only connect the dots looking backwards, meaning you could only see your past and realized, oh yeah, in order to get here, I had to go through this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And even the negative things. That's why when you look back, it in your past, you kind of look through rose-colored lenses sometimes. Like when you go through school, or when you look back to like high school or something, you don't see the bad days, right? Like we've had a shit ton of bad days, but when you look at high school and you realize, high school was fun, right? Like there was, you probably had a shitty days, but you don't look at that in the past.
Yeah.
Right? You look at it through rose-colored lenses of, wow. I remember that time I went here with my friends and did
Mario's
this.
Class. Exactly. I don't think of the shit days. I had so many shit days in high school, but I think of Larios' class. I think of the good times, man.
Good times, yeah.
Good times.
That's all you think about when you look back.
Yeah.
And in the moment, things are shitty, but when you look back, everything's just amazing, right? And so you can only, so in every moment, don't be fearful of the next thing. Allow whatever it is. Make life an adventure, like that you're a journey that is going to be a fun experience, instead of being immobilized and saying, I don't know what's going to happen, or I'm too scared to do anything. Look at everything that's happened before. It's going to happen again. All that. Like, you could be scared shitless your whole life, or you could make the decision and say, starting today, I'm going to have the courage to do what I want.
Yeah, you can implement change, man. Just the slight increments, like we said, man.
Yeah, it starts with the smallest things too.
Yeah, man.
Smallest things, just a new idea, a new viewpoint of how you look at yourself. Yeah. Like that to me is what determines our lives. Like, to a T, is your opinion of yourself will determine your whole life. Your whole life.
Damn, man.
Yeah. Because if you think that you're not worthy of whatever it is you want, you won't have it.
Wow.
You won't have it.
Yeah.
It starts with you believing that this is who I am. And if you keep on telling yourself the past stories, then that's what's going to keep on coming up. If you say that for the past 5 years, I've been doing the same thing, and you keep believing that this is how it's always going to be, then the next 5 are going to be just like the last 5.
Right.
But if you say, starting today, I'm going to do things differently, then they will be different, because you changed the view about yourself first, then the things change.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what opened the doors.
That's what opens everything.
The floodgates, man.
Yeah, the floodgates.
Opens the floodgates, dude. It really does, bud.
The floodgates of positivity.
Dude, doors start flying open.
Yeah, you never know how things are going to happen, really. Yeah. Like, you sitting here today, like with this podcast and everything that's happened in my life, I'll tell you right now, I didn't know exactly how it was going to happen. Nobody does. Nobody does until it happens. Like, nobody could tell you how to, get to your dream because it hasn't, or until it happens, then you could realize that, hey, I did these certain things that led me to this place that I'm at.
Right.
But you don't know before you get there.
Yeah.
You just have to trust the process. You got to trust that whatever, things that are happening, whatever the universe has in store is going to occur in my life. And I just got to trust that and take the leap of faith sometimes.
People are so much different, dude. People are so different. They have different dreams and different aspirations. And so one person's dream is so far different from the next person's dreams, man, that you can't
compare it.
Yeah, you can't compare it. And you can't be you can take advice, like you said, in people's opinions, cipher that yourself, go through that yourself. But dude, it's not going to be tailored to you. You're going to have so much different experiences and dreams and ways to go through that and navigate that, dude.
Yeah, it's so different.
Yeah.
Everybody's experience is different. And that I wouldn't want to have it any other way, really. I'm glad it's different. Imagine everybody had the same fucking life.
Yeah.
That would be miserable.
Miserable, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes me think about people making the same, what's the countries that people make the same wages and they they all get paid the same thing, and communist? Is that communist?
Communism is basically where the state runs everything, but I don't know if it has anything to do with same wages. But yeah, I mean, you could probably.
I can't remember what it actually entails.
Yeah.
I'm not that read up on it. I don't read up that much on it, but I know that it's interesting that people there's people in the world that want that would rather have that, where everyone falls under the same
pure equality.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's interesting to think about. It's definitely interesting to think about.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work out, because
no.
Nobody's all the same. Everybody does different things that are either more valuable or less valuable to this thing we call the marketplace.
Right.
And so if everybody, no matter what you did, you got paid the same as everyone else, people are not going to even try, bro. Imagine you work your ass off, you build Amazon, and you get paid as the same shit.
McDonald's guy's just chilling.
Yeah. Nobody would want to do anything. Yeah. Imagine you're you hustle, you work 100 hours a week, and build this company, and you get paid the same amount as the guy, cleaning the toilet. That won't pull you that way. And I'm not saying money is everything.
No,
I mean, people don't start businesses just for money, but if that were the case, I think there would be a lot less businesses.
A lot less.
Sure. Yeah,
dude, that's what. And people have specific they values that they can bring to the world, and if you don't let them explore them in the different ways that they can get there, then then you're not bringing the full what you can give to the earth. You're not letting them.
Yeah, you're not letting
them give it.
Yeah,
you're just okay, you're all the same.
Yeah, that's why I'm so grateful to be in this time.
Yes,
this is I think the best time to be alive.
Yes,
in all of human history.
Yes, dude.
Is the amount of freedom, especially in this country at this time, the amount of freedom we have to be able to create what we want and to experience so much more. The internet has shown us so much. We could get inspired by all this information we have. It's all here. Yeah. There's no other better time in human history to create the life you want, because all the knowledge is here, all the information is here. Yeah. It's just the input. What do you want out of life?
Yeah, dude. My bad for talking over you, but I just agree so heavily with what you're saying, dude. 100%, man. 100%. I agree heavily with what you're saying. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It really is. I mean, the amount of joy I get from thinking about that, in no other time. I'm so glad I'm in this time, because imagine if I was born 200 years ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have any of this, or I wouldn't be building this life that I want. It would be so drastically different of a life that I'm so grateful to be here in this moment.
Amen, my brother. Because, dude, I'm blessed to be here because, dude, I wouldn't have the same opportunities. I wouldn't meet the same people. Dude, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, even though there's only a few people that are like super important in my life, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't have them. I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know, I love the mental spot where I'm in. You know, I feel like it could obviously I got a lot of work to do, a lot of room to grow, but. Dude,
I think we all do. We all have.
We all do, exactly.
It's not just it's not just one person. Everybody can grow. Like, I think there's another quote by Les Brown, who said he asked the audience, actually, he said, practice makes what? And they said perfect. Yeah. He said absolutely not. Practice only makes better. Yeah. Meaning there is no such thing as perfection. Like, you could always better your best. You could always grow. Exactly. Right? There's no peak. I've never looked at my life and said, oh, I'm going to get here and then that's it. Yeah. You know, I could always get more than that.
It's that constant journey, man.
Yeah.
It's that constant journey that Kobe talks about, bro.
Kobe? Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Just every day just getting a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And then over time it's a compound interest, bro.
Yeah, it's compound interest. That's what it is. That's a good way to put it. Because you don't realize that in the beginning, the small steps might seem like this isn't moving the needle at all, right? Like, you might be putting effort in the gym, going and working out for 2 hours, but in a week you might not see results. If you just started and you go every day and put in the work, in a week you're not going to see the results that you might want, right? Because it's only been a week. But if you keep on doing that for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, then you'll realize, oh, the 2 hours that I did in the beginning all led up to this. Yeah. It started with those first 2 hours. Yeah. And I kept on doing it. Yeah. And now look at where I'm at.
Consistency, man. That's been a tough one for me personally, man. Consistency's tough, dude.
Really?
It's tough because you have to be dedicated, man.
Yeah.
It's more than just having motivation, like Goggins says. David Goggins.
Yeah.
He's just it's dedication, dude.
Dedication.
He's dedicated.
Yeah, because motivation comes and goes. Yeah. Motivation. You could listen to like a motivational talk. You could be listening to this podcast right now and feel motivated. Yeah. But what are you going to do after you listen to this? Right. What are you going to do after? And for me, that's why I always try to fill my mind with positivity so that even if I'm not listening to anything or anyone, my mind automatically gets to a place where, oh, I could choose to believe in the positive side of myself rather than the negative side. Right. So it's just like I don't even know how to call it. Like the auto suggestion always goes to the positive.
It's like Siri suggestion, bro. Yeah, it's just but you're on default to go positive.
Yeah,
that's
the default.
That's genius, bro.
That's how it is.
That's genius, man. Because. Yeah, that made me just lose my train of thought because it's hilarious. Really? That made me lose my train of thought. Yeah. It was great.
Because we were talking about Siri before this. Yeah, we were talking about Siri. What were you saying?
I was saying that there's a widget on your phone that you can just it suggests which apps and for you to usually go on. So I wake up and it's just, dude, I used to have stuff kind of organized. Yeah, my phone is a complete mess.
Really?
Dude, yeah.
What is it right now? Let me see your phone.
Let's see. You want to see the suggestion, dude? Let's see.
No. Let's see the disorganized folders.
Oh yeah, dude, look. The only thing that's organized is Snapchat and messages and then Spotify because I need those three.
Yeah, look at these. Something you have 20,000 notifications on. 20.
Look at all the folders, bro. You can scroll through. Just go ahead, bro. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, but
you wouldn't be able to find what you were looking for here.
You're peeping into my life right now.
Yeah.
This is how unorganized I am,
and then
bro.
The suggestions right here.
Bro, no, look. It's a widget, dude. So look, this whole thing right here.
Oh,
this whole thing is a widget. So it's and it's a Siri suggestion widget. So it's apps that I frequently use or whatever, but it's
oh, so that whole thing can be a widget. I didn't even know that. I was just because the what is it? Those same icons appear when you go here in the search.
Yeah.
when you're
because you get suggestions too when you
Siri
go to
suggestions
search.
up there.
You do,
Yeah.
you do get suggestions.
But I didn't know it was a widget too.
Yeah.
That's new, I think.
Dude, yeah. Settings is top left because I don't know where it is, and I'm just always searching up where's settings, Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Connect to my
Connect
speaker
to
or whatever.
Yeah, speaker.
Yeah, shit's funny, man. I know, dude. I used to like to have it all organized and stuff. It was cool. Like, I felt like, it looks clean. Now, bro, I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, dude.
We only usually use a few apps, though. Like, out of all the apps we have, we probably don't use most of them every day.
Dude, you use like 3.
3 apps.
And that's it,
3,
dude.
4.
Yeah, bro.
And, you might just go circle through those the whole day.
Dude.
And we have a shit ton of apps that we don't even use. That maybe like once every 6 months you open up a fucking Quizlet or some shit.
Yeah. But they sold me somehow on like 3,000 apps that I've got downloaded for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't need half these apps.
I got for no reason. Dude, for real, bro. And then the dumbass fucking iCloud storage too, dude. It's keeps... Dude, it pops up so many damn times. I'm like, I have to get it, dude.
You had to buy like the 50 gigabyte one.
Bro. I'm like, it just keeps like distracting me and like fucking my mid video or whatever.
What does it say? iCloud storage is full.
Storage is full. I'm like, dude, I'm about to just pay for it just to get this notification to stop popping up. Like, this is fucked up, bro. This is fucked up.
I'm telling you, they get you in the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Once you have the phone, they're like, okay, now you got to pay for iCloud. You got to pay for everything else. You got to pay for music. You got to pay for everything.
Everything, dude. Yeah, they're like, look how good our laptops work with your phone. Look how good our AirPods are with your phone. So that's what I'm talking about, the compatibility, bro. And it's no coincidence the UI is easy. And the compatibility between their devices is easy, bro. That's not a coincidence, man.
It's not.
They're trying to make it simple and easy to use. And if you use anybody else, get the fuck on. Use anybody else. Like,
and it's hard to leave because you have it. Like, you might have one thing that's Apple, and then you're like, I could get these Bose headphones, but it probably won't, it won't work as well if I get these AirPods,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They're like, I'll just stick with Apple. I'm an Apple.
I'm an Apple guy.
Yeah, I'm an Apple guy. You hear people say that. I'm an Apple guy. I'm an Apple guy. I was about to say that shit.
A video, bro. Like some. Have you seen Trevor Wallace? Like he makes these not stand up, but just these skits sometimes about like various people. Yeah. Just doing shit like there was one, I think. The guy who drinks White Claw or some shit. He's like,
the seltzer guy?
The seltzer guy.
That's me, unfortunately.
And he made like a skit about that. He makes skits like every week. It's crazy.
Tell me, is it funny? Do you remember it?
I don't remember it.
Okay,
no
worries.
Yeah, it was back like in the summer when White Claw was popping off.
Dude, that's White Claw was huge,
bro. Like, it was like a cultural shock, bro.
Whoa, seltzers. You can drink this shit, tastes good.
Yeah,
it's 5%, perfect. Like perfect, bro.
You know what I started drinking recently is a few months ago.
Yeah,
there's this Finnish drink called Long Drink.
Okay.
And it just came to the U.S. and it's like a seltzer, but it's with like gin and it's gin, something else like juniper berries, something.
Hook me up.
It's so good, bro. I've recommended it to so many friends. They all loved it.
Really?
Yeah. It's amazing.
I'm gonna have to try it, dude.
Yeah, try it.
I'm gonna have to try it.
It's from Finland, and the reason I even like found out about it was me and my cousins and my brother were going to the grocery store, going to like a Vaughn's out in like Newport Beach or something, and we were getting like some cake. I think I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But you know how they sometimes have like guys selling products or whatever,
like Costco.
Yeah, like Costco, and like giving out samples. And me and my cousin walk up, and this guy who's out here selling Long Drink. We didn't know what it was, but he said, try some. And that first sip, man, like it was like ice cold too. Like that first sip brought me into heaven, bro. Like, it was so good.
It hit different.
Yeah, it hit different. It was.
Got you.
I didn't expect much. Like this some guy selling, giving out samples, but it was so good. And I'm glad I took that sample,
dude.
And now I'm hooked, bro.
If I was you, I'd start taking the samples off and just start popping them one by one, bro. Just taking all his samples.
Yeah, it was so good. And then my cousin bought that shit right away.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, we're taking this.
Yeah. I would have too, man.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah. I think it's available in most places now.
Okay.
Like they just started. I mean, I think they sent the guy straight from Finland, bro. Like he was a Finnish guy.
Dude,
He was a Finnish guy. Like we were joking about that. Like he knew English, of course, but you could tell he's Finnish. Like they are expanding to the U.S. so they're like, okay, we got to bring Finnish people out here and try to help sell this.
That's
sell
smart,
this drink.
though.
Yeah.
Because if it blows up over here, GGs, they're huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're huge.
I think they're getting huge.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool. What does he call it? It was
long drink.
Long drink?
Yeah. It's like a seltzer but with gin.
Dude. Yeah.
It's fucking nice.
That's right up my alley right
That's
there.
Right up your alley.
That's right up my alley, bro.
Yeah, that's what's your favorite cocktail? Yeah.
Dude, it was like Red Bull and Crown until I had too many of them.
Red Bull and Crown.
And it was a bad day.
Yeah.
It was a bad day. But dude, yeah.
That'll get you going though. Like sometimes I go into a bar and get Red Bull and vodka.
Yeah.
And to start your night off with that it'll really get you going. That Red Bull kicks in, bro.
I know, bro.
It kicks in hard.
Yeah, dude. That's what I was gonna talk about too. I forgot, but we're a little bit off topic, but it's all right.
There's no off topic here. We just keep on going, bro.
I like that. I like that. Because I was thinking about Theo Vaughn. We were talking about like getting like satisfaction from outside sources, right?
Yeah.
And Theo, I was watching a video of Theo Vaughn, and he was talking about, he's like, man, I've been off the vapes for 5 days. He was like, I succumbed. He's like, I succumbed to it. He's like, I don't know what I succumbed to. The
Theo
union
Vaughn's
or something.
the funniest guy ever, bro. He's so funny.
He just cracks me up, bro. He cracks me up, bro.
He has this weird capacity to express himself and like he might be using the most basic like words and then not even connect them, and then he uses some random word that's like I don't even know, like adroit. I had this adroit ability. Ability.
What? Yeah.
Which basically means like
what does it mean? I don't know.
Smart with your mind. Like so he's like
got you.
Adroit, yeah.
Got you. Dude, yeah, he was saying like he succumbed to the union. I was like, what does this mean, Theo? Succumb to a union? I was like, what?
Succumb to the union.
I'm like, what? Vapes. Like, so yeah, I understand that, man. Because the vapes, man.
His words, like the way he uses words is fucking amazing. It's so funny.
No, it is, dude, because he like you can tell he's being genuine.
Yeah.
He's being genuine, and like that's just him.
That's him.
Like he might be like, playing a little bit of like, trying to he's a comedian, that's what they do. They'll have stories and they'll, exaggerate them a little bit to be funny.
Yeah.
But dude, you can tell that that's him just on the money. Like that's just him, bro. Like,
I don't know how he does his podcast sometimes by himself. Like he literally records. He has a microphone and a camera and he's just sitting there for an hour straight just talking like
by himself with no guest?
No guest. No guest. To me, that's impossible.
Wow.
Like I've done one maybe by myself, and I was like, this is terrible. Like I can't even put this out here. Like it's atrocious.
I bet it wasn't that bad, my brother. I bet it wasn't that bad.
I don't know. For me, it was.
I get you.
Yeah. And so for when I listen to his, I don't know how he puts his thoughts in such a clear way when he's by himself. Like I need someone to ricochet thoughts off with, like somebody to free flow exchange different ideas, but to just be there, just, keep on keeping it going, like different thoughts. Oh, this is what I did today. Dude, this is what I've been through.
He's got
like,
stories.
It's like I had this uncle back in.
I had this uncle. Random shit, dude. He'll just he'll just come into his head and he'll just spit it out, man.
Yeah, just some random shit. Like it's crazy.
But yeah, whatever comes to his mind, dude.
And then A funny ass clip I saw was him on Joe Rogan. They did the smelling salts. Have you seen the clip?
No,
dude.
I need to see it.
You know what smelling salts are?
Yeah.
Like for weightlifters, they basically smell it real quick, and then it pumps you up. It gets you at a brain spinal cord level, bro. Like it's. I haven't tried it, but the reaction, like Joe Rogan did it the first time, and he was like, and he was, God damn, bro, like what the fuck is this? He had to like lean back, like it was crazy. He almost broke his back. I don't know what happened, but
excuse me.
So Theo tried it, and he was like, Joe was explaining to him like, so he took a sniff, and he was like, he had to close his eyes. He was like, couldn't even see. He's like, what is this shit?
Yeah.
I've never felt anything like this.
Yeah.
And then Joe Rogan was explaining to him, oh, these are for weightlifters. Use this to lift weights. And he's like, what are you trying to lift? The universe?
The universe. See,
I died laughing at that, bro.
See, like, bro, how does he come up with? He's just there. I was like, what's the biggest thing I can think of in my head? The universe. Fuck it. Lift up the universe. Like, what is going on in his brain, dude? Like, what is this?
Because you can't even. You're a part of the universe. Like, how are you gonna lift the universe, bro?
Dude thinks he's God or something, bro. No, that's so funny. That's jokes. Dude, have you seen the segments he does? Yeah, I love him too, bro. I love him.
Theo segments?
Yeah, dude. He's just genuineness is like his ability to be real and connect with the person is I love it, bro. I love it. Like, have you seen his segments where he'll get people to call in?
Oh yeah. Call in,
dude. Just
random people.
I love it, man, because they'll call in and they know they're gonna talk to Theo, and so like they feel a level of comfortability with him, and like it seems like, at least that's what it seems like. They're just like. They come in and they like instantly they'll just talk about what's going on with them and like what's right. Theo, man, I've been battling this, man. Like, cause he like I think he's open about it.
Yeah, cause he's not there to judge whatever they're going through. He's not saying, "Well, you fucked up there, bro." Like, you know, that's not him. He's like, dude, the first thing he might say is like, "Dude, I've been there, bro. Like, I know what you're going through."
Yeah,
and that's so comforting.
Yeah,
to hear someone else say like, "You're not alone."
Yeah,
you're not alone in this. Is. And that's his voice. Like he wants other people to feel good. Like he's a genuine, kind person that cares about people. Right. And you could sense that.
You can, dude. You can sense that, man. Yeah, I think he's open with his. Yeah, like you said, like he said, I've been there. He's open with his faults and his, things that he's like, addictions and stuff like that too, like the vape shit. Like the vape shit. Like, bro. I was like, I feel that, bro. Yeah. I feel it, bro. Like,
and that's recent too. I think like he said he stopped vaping for like maybe 3 weeks, and then he had to
succumb to the union. What the fuck, Theo? Fuck does that mean, bro? What union of vapes are you fucking in, dude?
The union of vapes.
Yeah, bro. Dude, he's in cahoots with some nicotine company or something, bro. No, that's funny, bro.
Yeah, but vapes those are terrible for you though. Hopefully
to get off of that shit.
Oh, you're on it too?
Yeah.
A little bit? Okay.
I've been on it since high school.
Oh,
man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Not one of the proudest things, but yeah, bro, I definitely couldn't own up to it.
Tried to get off of it?
Think about it. I mean, I've tried for like a day or two. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I didn't have it, I like forgot it or just didn't pick one up or something. So I was trying, but then like when I had the ability to get, it's always when I have the ability to. You know what I mean? When I have the chance, I'm there. I have the money. I just go get one. Like, you know what I mean? Like. It's just, you give me that's the thing, discipline, bro. Like, I've had the option. I've always had options, bro. I've always had an option to fall back on, to be like, okay, I'm cool. I don't have to work that hard. I don't have to, like, I can just fall, whatever it is, what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? I had options. I've been lucky enough to have options. You know what I mean? So that's why I am. I feel like, it's the discipline thing has been tough, bro, because I never really needed it. I never needed it. Because, I feel like other people in different situations, they need that discipline to be like, I have to do this or else I don't get to eat, or I don't get to place to sleep. I don't have this, I don't have that. I had those luxuries, you know what I mean? I had luxuries. I was blessed. But
it wasn't the end all be all.
Yeah, exactly, man. Other people, it's different, bro. It's different. Like they don't have the luxury to chill out and smoke some weed, and chill out and like go get a vape and and spend their money on that and then be addicted to it and be able to afford it. And just stuff like that, bro. I've always had the option. That's what I'm realizing now, that like now I have the option and I'm an adult. I got to make the right decision. I got to make the right one now. I have, I got options, but
you don't want to end up in the same hole twice.
The same hole, bro. Yeah. I feel like, I've been there's a couple areas in my life where I just been digging, man. I just been digging that same trench, man, forever, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets like that because
those habits.
I mean, we get comfortable in hell.
Yeah,
is what happens.
Yeah,
is the there's also another great example that kind of relates to this. That says there was a dog that was, kind of whimpering, right? Like just, he was sitting on the driveway and whimpering, and a guy comes up and asks the owner, why is the dog crying, right? And the owner says, he's sitting on a nail. And the guy says, well, why isn't he getting up? And the owner says, well, I guess it's not painful enough for him to get up. And that's how most people are with their life, is they're in the pain, but it's not painful enough for them to change.
Yeah, that's super deep.
That we dig our holes and try to climb out of them, but we're too comfortable, and we think that this is all there is. Well, like, this is all my life has been, but there's much more out here if you can understand that and find a way. Like, that you just have to find a way.
Right.
Really. Right. That's what it all comes down to, is can you believe that there's more out here? It's possible.
Yeah.
That there's something more.
Yeah.
And can you find a way to just climb out? Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. I'm not going back. Yeah. I'm not doing the same thing again and again. Yeah. I'm going to change.
Yeah.
And you make that commitment, I'm telling you, it'll transform your life. Wow. Completely.
Yeah, that's powerful, man.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of obstacles, but I know that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
There's light there.
There's light, man. Yeah, there's so much light in this life, bro. So much that, like you said, with the lens of love, you can put it out there in the world too, man.
Yeah.
You can give it back, bro.
You can give it back.
You can give it back, bro. And it makes a world of difference. I think that's, like I think I told you over DMs that, like, it's the little things, man. Those little things matter, bro. People don't think... even like, saying like at the gym, coming in, saying what's up, being cool.
Yeah.
And not being, because like, dude, I'm telling you, man, hopefully they don't hear this, but a lot of people there, not at that specific club, but just in general, a lot of people, I feel like, just put up an act and put up because it's their job or, or either like they feel like they're just being nice to be, because they have to be or something like that. But I feel like I give people the chance. I want to shoot out that love and that respect for them to give it back.
That's actually one of the first things I noticed about you. Like when I first saw you in the gym, like you started working at the gym I go to, and you were at the front desk, and I didn't know that, I didn't even recognize you, actually, because you had a beard at that point. Yeah,
I know, the beard gets bad, bro. It had to go.
And so I was like, this guy knows my name. I don't know what the hell's happening.
Who's this dude, bro? Yeah, who's this random guy, man?
I'm like, okay. And then and then I remembered, Joey. And then like that's crazy. As I walked down the stairs, I was like, this guy has great energy. Like, that's the first thing I noticed about you, was like your like love out of the gate for everybody. Like I see you at every so often at the gym, and every time we meet up, it's just dap each other up, and it's all positive love, all always positive. Love. Bro, every time.
I appreciate that. I really do, Shyam, because
and that makes a difference, like, because most people don't do that. Most people are just like, hey, what's up, but you always greet me with like the biggest smile, the biggest amount of joy. Yeah, man. And it really, impacts me.
Dude, I really appreciate that, Shyam, because that's what I want, man. Yeah. That's what I want. I want it to be able to change somebody's life, like just by
a greeting.
Just by something small like that, man. Because that has so much power, but I can
So
feel
much
it.
power, yeah.
I can feel it, like, deep in me. Because if it can change me, I know it can change somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it changes me, but someone shooting it back and shooting back the same
Exactly.
love or the same respect, how you always do. Every time that I'm like, you know what? That's a
Yeah.
W-ass
Yeah,
dude
that's
right
a-
there, bro. That's
yeah.
a good dude. That's a good dude.
That's a good, yeah.
That's a good. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell, bro. You could just tell.
Exactly. And something similar actually was I was at the gym, and there was this guy in the sauna
Yeah.
a few times who would say hi to everyone. Like you said, every time he would come into the sauna and say, "What's up, everyone?"
I love that.
Just every time. And I'm like, I had to ask this guy,
Yeah.
do you just say hi to everyone? Like, and he said, yeah, everyone. Like, he goes outside the sauna and says hi to people there. People are sitting in the jacuzzi. Hey, what's up? My name's, I forget his name.
Sammy?
But, no.
Because that guy's
I remember,
older guy?
he just told me his name like literally 2 days ago.
No worries. No
But
worries.
I forgot his name.
Yeah. It happens. I'm terrible with names.
Yeah. I need to get better at that.
I get you.
But yeah, he was one of the only people that I've ever seen like do that, like greet everyone, like no matter what, just say hi to everyone. And the difference it makes in the space, like usually people in the sauna, they keep their heads down. It's just, they're in their zone. And I know you want to be meditative, but like for someone to just say hi, he's not really, if somebody wants to have a conversation with them, they'll start a conversation, but he just says hi to everyone, what's up?
Right.
And it lightens up the space,
man, it does,
just
it
somebody
does.
saying hi.
Right. It brings a little energy into the room,
Yeah.
a good energy. And I think that it's weird to me because people like get like, they get like kind of like, whoa, what is this? What is this guy on? Like, what is this guy about? Like, it pushes them back a little bit. You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
they're
freaks them
insecure
out.
about themselves in a deeper way, that they can't accept this love that somebody else is giving. Like they don't feel themselves as worthy enough to have your light that you're shining on.
Right.
And it's really it's a deeper thing than it may seem.
Dude. See that a lot of people don't peer into that, how deep it is, man. That's crazy, dude. It's crazy because the little things, man, they matter, man.
They matter.
They matter.
Because we never know what somebody else is dealing with.
Right.
We never know what kind of day somebody had, what kind of week somebody had, and if your smile, your greeting can lighten up their mood. For just a moment, they could take their mind off of whatever's been bugging them.
Yeah, dude.
And just that one moment can give them hope. One moment of, I remember this guy said hi to me, or this guy said he liked my pants or whatever, anything.
Yeah.
Anything, just that spark of love. And it has to be with sincerity too. Like anybody could just say, oh, that's cool or whatever. But if you're not being sincere, then, we every person can feel the difference.
There's some people in there, man, that'll just be like, hey, man, how you doing? Instantly. Hey, man, how you doing, bro? Yeah, good. Yeah, okay, cool. And then instantly back to their phone. And then just like, nah, bro. Like when I have a good interaction with somebody, and that shit leaves a smile on my face, man. Like it does. Like I was like, damn, he was cool, bro. She was cool, man. Like it has to. Like,
it's real interaction.
It's real, man. Yeah, it's real. And it's. I think another thing about it is that like when people they have a misconception of like not knowing you. Because they're like, oh, this guy, I don't know. Why is he saying what's up to me? Like, I don't know this guy, But, like, they're not open to, like maybe like you said, like receiving it from people they don't know. They're like, why would he doesn't even know who I am.
Yeah.
Like have this, trying to be like this energy or send this out to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like.
They see it as an attack or maybe in some way, I don't know.
Right. They see it. They have I feel like it's just a misconception.
Yeah.
Because they've been told maybe not to trust everybody or like, because there is a lot of.
And that's the block. Yeah. That's everyone has, different blocks of that love, like that we all are. Yeah. But there's these, life has pummeled us in a lot of ways.
Dude,
with different experiences that have blocked that love.
Yeah.
And it's different for everyone, but the more aware of it you become, the more you realize I have to peel this back. Yeah. Like I have to express more of this because this is what the world needs.
Yeah.
The world needs more people that are loving, more people that are kind, rather than somebody who holds back.
Exactly. And scared.
Right? And scared.
Because, dude, exactly, man. Because things might go wrong. They might. They might not want to, like, shoot back the same energy, but that's fine, bro. You tried.
Fine. Yeah.
You tried. You know what I mean? Like,
it's better to give it and not get it in return than to not give at all.
Yes.
And, never make an impact on someone's life.
Man. See, like, it's interesting, bro, because my mom is that way. Like, she just, I don't know if she's been in her past, been screwed over so many times, or just like, she doesn't trust like that. You know what I mean? Doesn't trust like that. I was even telling her, like, nothing against you, Shyam, but I was even telling her, like, I'm going on the homies podcast. Like, it's going to be super cool. I thought, it's going to be super cool. I thought she was going to be hyped. She was like, well, hopefully he doesn't put something out if you don't mess up and then puts it out and make funny, So I'm like, no, it's a homie, Mom. It's my homie. Like, I trust Shyam. Like, we're going to be cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she just got, like,
her auto suggestion is the negative side.
Negative, bro. She's got reserved, and so that how many, like, times people have been done wrong in her past, or, like, maybe people are loved ones or whatever it may be. I'm not even sure, but she's got this, like, this notion of now, like, I have to be careful. What if this person's after me? What if this person's after me? What if
you'll run?
You know what I mean?
That'll screw your whole life up if you live like that.
Dude, it's man. And sometimes they're safe. They're safe. It's like, okay. It's good things to be reserved about, but you can't have that with every interaction and everybody in your life, bro. Because I'm going to test a couple things and they might go wrong. But I'm also going to try a couple things like this that I was scared about coming to, and they're going to be fucking great. They're going to be great, yeah. They're going to be great. I'm having a great conversation.
We're having fun.
We're having a great time. Bro, like, I already knew. Like, I knew she was tripping right when she said it, but it's still like interesting to hear her say it and why it's coming from a place that it's coming from. Even your
hat says "Don't trip."
Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Come on, don't trip. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's interesting to hear. Like, I was almost mad. I was like, but then I had to, like, pull it back and remember that it's coming from it's not coming from her. Yeah. It's coming from previous experiences in a different place and probably a different upbringing, a different time she was growing up in. And I'm like, damn, okay, I can see it from a different perspective. But in my eyes, bro.
You only see the light.
Yeah, man.
You only see the positive.
Yeah, screw seeing the negative, bro. Like, I can look at the negative all day, but it's
easy to look at the negative. Easy. Everyone could look at the negative.
Exactly.
Right? You could be in a shitty situation and look at the negative and dwell in it and make excuses all day.
Yeah.
But it's hard to be in a negative situation and look at it positively.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that. Yeah. And that's why most people don't. They either are ignorant or they're lazy. Right. They're not disciplined enough to look at the positive side because it takes work. That to me is the actual work of life. It's not the physical, it's the thinking.
Yeah.
The thinking is the real work. That's the hard work, is rewiring your brain, rewiring your mind so that every time you are in an experience, anytime you're in a situation, you always look at the positive.
Yes.
I had to literally get a new mind, like retrain my mind.
Yeah.
Because I realized why am I going through life and things are making me feel worse about myself? Like, why are situations putting me in a negative state? And I realized it's not the situation, it's me.
Damn.
It's me who I need to change. It's not the situation. Good, like we talked about before, nothing is good or bad. It's how we look at it. And so the perspective shift had to happen where no matter if my car broke down or I failed a test or, something didn't work right in the podcast or, somebody said, fuck you to me, no matter what.
Anything,
no matter what.
Yeah.
I would always look at it positively.
Right.
That, even if that guy said that he hated me, that I sucked, I would say, he's in that place and I wish him well. I wish the most peace, the most love for him. Right. And for anybody that has any negativity, I wish them the best life.
Right.
Whatever that means to them, whatever happiness they want, I hope they get it.
Right.
Whatever success they want, I hope they get it.
Right.
And just that shift has made my life so much better. Like it's unexplainable.
Yeah.
I can't even put it into words. Just that small amount of shift of no matter what, I'm always going to think positive. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Just always look at it from the bright side, and you'll realize that it was always in your mind.
Yeah.
It was never on the thing. It was your own thoughts.
That's a blessing right there, man. And even those negative things, bro, they're a blessing in disguise, bro.
They're a blessing, yeah.
In disguise, because you learn from them, man. You know, having that type of mindset right there, you can learn from anything.
Anything.
You learn from anything and everything.
Yeah.
And like, and those people, man, even if they are like saying those type of things or being negative, they're probably coming from a bad place, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And that makes you develop empathy.
Exactly.
Right?
And you wish the best for them.
You wish the best.
Get out of there. They can get out of that, you know, that space that they're in. You know?
And you want to help them. You want to show them that you don't have to think from that place anymore. You could grow. Let me share with you these new ideas.
Yeah, man.
And the more I do that, the more fulfilled I become. It's a weird thing that when you help someone else, you really help yourself.
Dude.
That's what it really is.
Yeah.
Is that when you give, you're actually giving to yourself. That most people say, well I want to receive, I want to take, I want things.
Yeah.
I want all these things in my life. I want it for me.
Yeah.
But you must understand it. In order to receive, you must first give.
Wow.
First you give, then you receive.
Wow. And you get so much more from giving too, man.
Yeah.
You get so much more satisfaction.
Satisfaction.
I
don't know what you said.
Satisfaction, that's a word. No, it's not. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, but you know what I mean, dude. You know what I mean? You get so much more satisfaction from giving, man, other than receiving.
Yeah.
Because you get so much more.
And what I've realized, it's not just the physical objects of giving, it's the thought of giving. Like me thinking I want the best for that person is giving. You're giving that thought to the universe that I want the best for whoever it is.
Yeah.
So keep thinking those thoughts. Like even what is it? What's the golden rule?
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah. So have that philosophy of what thoughts do I want other people to have of me? Like I want people to be kind and giving. So why not give that to others? Don't think that, just because this person, don't ever think that you're competing with other people. Always want the best for others.
Yeah.
And you'll realize with that energy, life will give you the best of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Life will just give it back. It will
give it back. Everything happens like that. Yeah. Cause and effect.
It is.
Because if you have an energy of negativity and you keep, pressure on that, you put the gas pedal on that, you're going to get much of the same results. Like you're going to get the negative results.
Yeah.
But if you have it on the positive side, you're going to get the positive results.
Right.
So
you're going to, damn. That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's deep. I always have like a couple things in the back of my head that I'm ready to
you could say
interact with, but then I lose it because I'm so dialed in on what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm glad I am, because I don't want to, be thinking about what I'm gonna say and then miss out on what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. So I try to listen, and then when if I have an idea, then I'll try to replay it in my mind a few times so that I remember it. Yeah. And then I'll continue to listen, and then I'm like, okay, now this guy is done. Okay, let me talk.
You're better at that than I am, man.
I mean, it takes practice. It takes practice. I've been doing this, for years. So,
damn, bro.
Hundreds of, I think it's like the 151st episode or some shit like that.
Bro.
I don't even keep track, but it's just, I just do it. I love it. I love doing this.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's so sick, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I'm a part of it, bro.
I know. I'm glad to have you, bro. I knew from our first or second interaction that I was like, this guy is amazing. I need people like you in my life. Like this, you're the type of person that I want to surround myself with, is because of that energy. It's kind of a weird thing when you're around people, you could kind of sense a person's energy and how they make you feel. And you want to be around people that uplift you. And you seek those people out. And I try to seek those people out. There's this phrase that Les Brown always says. He says, OQP, only quality people.
Damn.
Only quality people.
Yeah.
People that uplift you, people that make you feel good about yourself and that you're comfortable being around.
Yeah.
And so when I meet those people like you that are uplifting, I have to, to just like, have them in my life, because it's that they're far and few. I don't know what the phrase is.
Yeah, far and few in between.
Far and few and in between. Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Damn, brother. And I need people like you in my life, Sham, that like are willing to go get what they want and not scared of the repercussions, man. Are willing to, even if you're by yourself and you have nobody else with you and you have like nobody believed in you or whatever it may be, you're still willing to get it. You're still willing to try it, man. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work out or if it, doesn't matter. It's just you love doing it and you want to do it, so you're gonna do it. Like, man,
it's all in. It's not that I'm never afraid. It's that when I'm afraid, I try to develop the courage that it takes to overcome it.
Wow.
Whatever it is, like it doesn't, every day or pretty much, like every day you're going to have fears. You're going to have those negative thoughts.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And it's like fighting the enemy, right? Like it's a battle every day to either choose fear or choose love.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Wow.
And it's a hard battle to fight. It's a hard battle, but when you have a higher purpose, like something in me just tells me that if I don't do it, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. And I see myself like on my deathbed regretting it and how terrible I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going to be that person.
Excuse me.
I'm never going to be that person.
Wow. And
that's why there's this great motto or Latin phrase that's goes memento mori. I always love replaying that in my head because it means remember your death. Remember your death. Because when you think from the end of your life, you start to realize what's really important to you. Right? In the moment, you might just, go through life and do whatever, right? But when you think from the end and you realize you only have a short amount of time, or if the doctor comes in here right now and tells you only have 6 months to live, I guarantee you will not live the life you're living right now the same way in those next 6 months. I guarantee it right now. Everybody, including myself, will live a drastically different life if you're told you only have 6 months to live. That's it. And you're gone.
That's crazy, dude.
And so I put myself there. I put myself there often. And I tell myself, am I living the way I want to? And if I'm not, I make the change.
Damn.
Because nothing is worth it to go back to that. Nothing is to feel that pain. Like I don't want to feel that ever.
Right, dude.
And so whenever I'm in a fearful state, I'm like, well, I'm gonna die. So what else do I have to lose?
Damn, man.
What else do I have to lose? I'm gonna die. That's so deep. Either I could not do it and never see how it ends up, never get the result, or I could try and most likely it will happen, because it's all in the trying. It's all in your belief of going after it. And little by little, the first step is always the hardest. The first belief is always the hardest. Like when you're in a fearful state and you've been doing that your whole life, it's going to be hard to change that first time. But the more you do it, the starting the podcast was the first thing I've ever, really risked for, like something that I had to reach, I had to change, I had to do something that I've never done before.
Yeah.
And that happened and I did it. And I'm like, oh, if I could do this and I went through everything that I went through to get here. What else can I do? What else can I do? And it just like snowballs into different things.
Yep,
and then,
yep.
you know,
Anything and everything. Bro.
anything.
Anything and
it
everything.
gives you the confidence to be able to do more than where you started from. And that's what life's all about, is that constant growth. Every day, every year, just seeing yourself as in a better position than you were before.
That's why I love Goggins, man, because that reminds me of his quote where he says, it's not even a quote, he's just talking. That just talks, dude.
He's running like 20 miles and he's fucking yelling.
He's still yelling at you,
Yeah. Stay hard, motherfucker. Stay hard. Motherfucker.
You don't know me, son.
You don't know me.
You don't know me, son.
Yeah,
bro,
have you seen that video of him? Yeah. Bench pressing. I don't know what weight he was lifting, but I think he was just doing it for reps.
Yeah,
he was doing like maybe 40, 50 reps.
Yeah, max reps probably.
Yeah, max reps. It's just fucking, you don't know me, son.
Every rep.
You don't know me.
Dude, every fucking rep. Like, you don't know me, son. You don't know me. Dude, I was telling the homie, we're at the gym, right? We're at the gym together, and he's like getting on his like last couple reps. He was struggling. And I was like, who's gonna carry the boats?
Who's gonna carry the boats?
I'm like yelling at him. I'm like, they don't know you, son. Like, shit like that. And then the homie.
But that's the mental conditioning you had to have. Like when he's feeling like giving up, like he goes to that place in his own mind. He knows the body could handle it if the mind could handle it. If the mind can handle it, and you could go to that place and say, you don't know me. And it gets you into that place of fucking like God energy, and you just bro. Go into a different zone.
It does, bro. Yeah, but he says that thing where like he said, if I die and I'm like and I'm in heaven or whatever the afterlife, and he's looking at the ghosts of what could have been, of like the ghosts of his potential, standing around his bed. Like, his deathbed or whatever, like he was talking about. I think that's what he said. It was his deathbed. And it's like the ghost of all his potential of what he could have been and what he could have done is standing around his bed looking at him like, damn, bro.
We could have.
We could have done
more.
We could have done so much, man.
Yeah.
That one hit like, damn, bro. Because even right now, I look back and I'm like, damn, well, what could I have, if I really put my time into things I really wanted to do and I didn't care, like, how hard it was or how scary it was, and I went full 100% at it, where would I be right now, man? I think about that with like gym too, with the gym too. If I would have stay consistent. Yeah. But dude, I think.
But you can't keep looking back.
Right.
Even if you've made all the mistakes in the world, you could either dwell on it or learn from it. And it's hard to do that. It's hard to pick yourself up even when you've fallen so many times. But the those who get to the place that they want to be, I'm telling you, they've probably fallen more times than they could count. It's the relentless pursuit is what every success has. It's that obsession. We talked about that too before.
That's right.
Is that relentless determination that no matter what, if I had to read 10 books, I'll read those 10 books. If I had to, take this class, I'll take the class. If I had to run, 10 miles every day, I'll run those 10 miles. Whatever it takes, I'll do. If that's what's required, if who I want to be requires these things, I will do those things. Wow. And that you had to literally sign an agreement with yourself. Like just, sign it in your own mind that this is who I am. Not this is who I'm gonna be. This is who I am right now. It starts today. It starts right the fuck now. And you sign it, and I guarantee you'll change like this. You just had to sign. You just make the decision. Right. It all starts with decision.
That 1 second decision that he'd be talking about too, dude.
One decision.
Dude, he's like in a run I'll have I'll have hundreds of or many of 1 second decisions. They're all a bunch of 1 second decisions. Am I gonna give up? And it's just 1 second. And in that 1 second, he's like, nah, fuck that. I ain't giving up. Like, that's just crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, those thoughts just keep coming. Like, it's like a never-ending enemy of like, I don't know what it is, but it's a relentless. You don't even have to give any attention to be negative. The negativity takes care of itself.
Yeah.
Like it's that's why it's difficult to be positive, because you had to really work for positivity. You know, there's this other great example that I heard from Les Brown. I forget. I think it's from a book by Norman Vincent Peale. I forget the title of the book, but he explains the mind and gives it kind of a metaphor to a garden, right?
Okay.
He says the mind is like a garden in which, in order for weeds to grow, you don't have to do anything. Weeds are just going to grow no matter what, right? Like they'll grow up from the sides of concrete, right? From cracked pavement.
Yeah.
They'll grow. Like you don't have to give any attention to weeds.
Okay.
And that's like negativity. You don't have to give any attention to it, and it'll always be there. Yeah. But if you want daisies, if you want orchids, you have to really nurture them. You have to water them every day. You have to give them enough sunlight. You got to protect and guard that which is beautiful.
Damn.
And that's the same thing with positivity.
Yeah.
You have to guard that every day, because negativity is just going to keep on having its way, but you got to take those weeds out. Gardeners don't come, once a month. They come every week, like, because the weeds are going to grow.
They keep coming.
They're gonna, you gotta have, I don't know if that was a good example or not.
No, it's fucking money right there, bro.
Yeah.
They keep coming, bro. They don't stop, bro.
It's nonstop, man.
Yeah, that's perfect, yeah.
Because if you stop, the weeds are going to come all the way.
Yeah.
And you gotta, and there's no telling how far you could take them back. You could take them back as far as you want. Yeah. You don't have to see weeds ever again, but you gotta continuously pursue that defense of positivity.
It needs attention.
Keep fighting every single day. Like anytime I get a negative thought, I try to think like 20 positive thoughts.
Damn. Outweigh it.
Relentless. And it's through, listening to these speeches, listening to these speakers, listening to Gary Vee, he always said, surround yourself with positivity. And that stuck with me more than anything, because I realized that it's what I give my attention to that grows. So if I just surround myself with positivity, keep on inputting that into my life, into my mind, then that's all that's going to grow. So I'm just going to keep on doing that. How much can I put in there? Like how much positivity I'm going to stuff my mind with positivity, whatever it takes. And it's worked so far.
Yes, sir.
It's made my life a lot more enjoyable than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know this amount of love existed. Like I wish people could feel the love I have. Like I want people to experience what it feels like to be this loving, this kind, like just the energy I want for the world is, I hope it comes through the mic, because I really want it for people.
Yeah, dude, that's powerful right there, my brother. And you're doing that right now, bro. You're doing that. I hope you know that, bro. That you're just, even with this right now, you're doing that, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you're putting that message out there, and people are grabbing that and grasping it, and they can feel it, and it's palpable, bro. It's palpable, brother. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, it's real, bro. Especially when you're not afraid to say it, too. You're not afraid, because the power of the tongue is a real thing, bro. Power of the tongue is a real thing. And you speak it, it's, not that it comes, to fruition 100%, but you speak it into existence, man. Like it's in there now.
It's really, just the belief is what really matters. You could speak it all you want, but if you don't believe that, what you're saying is real, then it's fruitless. It's
true.
It's really, so when people say that, I always like to add that, because really the belief is how everything, the belief is the foundation on which everything else rests. What you believe about yourself is where your whole life is founded upon, right then and there. Like, and so if you change the beliefs, you could change everything else, because everything starts with your belief, and
foundation.
It becomes clear when you become conscious of it. Like when you're in a negative state, and that's where your foundation is. Like you've laid it on, not so solid ground per se.
Right.
And you're thinking negative thoughts, you're going to realize these, I've completely lost my point, bro.
Like I've
damn.
You good?
Hold on.
That's why I fucking had to, stop up all my sentences short a little bit. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna embarrass myself and to completely lose train of thought. It happened to me like 3 times already, my brother.
3 times,
like,
really?
At least, bro.
I'm like, I had this point, bro.
At
like
least.
I wanted to give like a nice curve of the story to this, like I don't even know what the word is, a pretext.
Yeah.
But
what were we talking about? We were talking about. Well, maybe I can help you remember.
I've completely.
It is what it is. I need to go to the bathroom. Mind if I use the bathroom real quick anyway?
How much time do we have? We're at 1:50. Should we just wrap it up?
Dude, I'm down to go as long as you want to go, my brother. I like the conversation we're having. I'm like, even without this, I would be down to talk to you more, bro.
Okay.
You know
Can you hold it in for a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's. I don't want to, because then I'm gonna have to cut it and then. Yeah. So.
Got you.
If you can.
No, yeah,
it's all good.
I'm cooling, bro.
Yeah. We'll go on for a little bit.
We're vibing, bro.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't even feel like that, bro.
Dude, wait, it's almost 2 hours?
2 hours.
Holy shit, dog.
Every time we do this, it's like time travel, bro. It's literally time travel,
bro. That's insane. That's what I'm saying, bro. I knew I was gonna be kicking it with a homie, but
yeah.
I wasn't even worried about all the other shit. I was just kicking it with a homie, bro. You know what I mean?
That's how. That's how you know it's real, it's. I don't know what the word is, but like it just. This is the perfect moment, is because you're not looking at anything else. You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not thinking about yesterday. You're here right now and enjoying the moment.
The present, man.
In the present. And time just stops.
And it just, bro.
It doesn't feel like anything. This is crazy. This is one of the only things I do that makes me feel that way.
Really?
Is that this amount of joy and happiness I get from this. Yeah. That time doesn't even exist. Like I'm not even thinking about it. 2 hours could pass and it feels like 15 minutes.
Exactly, man.
Right?
That's crazy, dude.
And the first time I did it, that's what hooked me. Was like, we recorded for 50 minutes. Like we just did that. Like I was like, that's possible. Like I didn't even know. Yeah. Right. And I was hooked from day one. Yeah. Like this is amazing.
You didn't know that you could do this and then feel that way.
And
then feel that. Say, of course you knew you could do it. That's not like that. Like do it and then get the outcome, which is that satisfaction. Mm-hmm. That's what's powerful right there, man. Is like knowing what you want to do, having the love for it, the passion for it, and then being willing to try it, and then experiencing the after effect, man. Yeah. Experiencing that. That's
the satisfaction you get from doing what you love is unlike anything else.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, do you play any sports?
I don't right now. No, but I used to play basketball. Yeah.
Dude, I heard, me and the homies heard Sham God, bro. Sham God, bro. I remember Sham God, bro.
Yeah. In middle school, I was balling and in high school too, but bro. I love playing basketball, bro. Like before this, I was actually watching the Lakers game too. They're in the playoffs right now, but I used to play basketball like literally every day when I was a kid, because I had a hoop in my driveway, and I just either me by myself or me and my brother. Like basketball is one of those unique sports where you could play by yourself.
It is.
Like you could just shoot around and stuff, and I'd be out on the driveway like for hours every day. Yeah, just for practice and just for fun too.
Oh,
like
for fun. Yeah,
it was like a meditative thing to just dribble a basketball and see how good I could get it. Like I would look at Kobe or look at all these great players and LeBron and Kyrie Irving and see, can I get that move? Like I want to be able to cross over like that. Yeah. I want to be able to dribble through my legs, and now it's become second nature to me. Like I've done it so many times. Like you could give me a basketball, I could do whatever move. Yeah. I could handle a basketball. Yeah. I'm not the best in the world at it, but I could, I've been playing for 10 plus years. So
yeah, bro. We should play at 24, bro.
Yeah, we should.
We should play, bro. That shit would be fun.
Yeah.
Because I've only played like a couple fucking pickup games, bro.
Yeah.
But I met this homie in there, dude. Oh, it's just a great time, bro. We were playing against these They're the younger kids. I mean, there's this one kid, bro. He couldn't have been older than 18, 19. He was dogging me out, bro.
Really?
Getting every rebound over me, jumping like his vertical was fucking insane. I'm like, dude, what is this white boy cooking out of nowhere, bro? Like, this is not okay. He's dogging my shit, bro. But anyway, yeah, so he's getting every rebound over me, like, and he said he was a volleyball player. Dude didn't even play ball, bro. He's a volleyball player, and he's still just smacking me, bro.
Yeah. Volleyball players have good verts, though. Like
his vert was insane. I was like, what the fuck is this? But so I started getting into it. And he wasn't playing me deep, so I was just shooting the three, and I got lucky. I was making a couple in a row, man. I was just getting lit. I was like, yeah, that's right. I was like, way to get big, boy. And I was just like, kind of like dapping each other up, like, like just getting hype and shit.
Hyping each other
these
up.
kids are like, what the fuck is this dude on? And I'm like, come on, let's go, bro. Same
I'm
shit.
on that love, bro.
Yeah, I'm on that love, man. They don't know, bro.
That's something Theo Vaughn would say, bro.
I'm on that love pack.
I'm on that love.
That love pack, boy. On that love pack, boy. I'm telling you, dude. It's different, bro.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different, man.
Yeah, dude. We need to do that.
We need to play ball, bro.
Sometime soon. Yeah,
that shit would be fun.
Yeah, I haven't played. I think I played a little bit last semester in college. We had like a rec center in our like gymnasium, and I would go in there. But I haven't this semester. I haven't really found the time. Yeah, so
okay. How is school going, bro?
It's good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, last semester. So chilling.
Graduate.
Yeah.
In what?
Business.
In business?
Yeah. I already knew it was business, but like I'm already doing business, bro. Like
you are doing business, dude. Yeah. This is your business right here, man.
Yeah. I knew that in order for college was only as good as if I really paid attention to what I wanted to do. Not just, you can't just go to college and be like, okay, well, I'm going to get a degree and at the end of it, my life's going to be great. Like that's not how it's going to end up. Like you have to make the conscious decision of what do I want out of life?
Right.
And through college, I mean, it's not for everyone, but you'll get different experiences. You'll meet people. You'll find similar interests in different subjects. But it was a fast 4 years, but it was fun.
Damn,
it was fun.
Bro.
Yeah,
That's
especially COVID. Like COVID just flip of the switch. Yeah, it was crazy fast. And but yeah, it's been good, and just want to continue to do what I love. You know, that's it.
Hell yeah, that's only gonna, dude. All that knowledge and what you're getting, it's only gonna boost your, your like success here, man. The success you've already had here, man. And not financially, but just the other form, mentally, bro.
Mentally, I mean, man. Once you get the mentally, the financial it takes care of itself,
bro. That's what I'm saying. It'll all come, man.
Yeah, it'll
all come in due time, bro. That's what I believe, at least, man. And what's destined for us will come.
Will come, yeah.
Will come, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, I think the real priority should be like the mindset, man.
Yeah.
I really believe that. And I think it's like an older set of values that don't really believe that. They believe that you have to get a certain job, and you have to do this, and go to school.
And it's not that they can't see it. It's because they were never, maybe that idea was never introduced to them. They never saw life that way. And what, you can only do what you know. Yeah. So they don't, if you don't know that this other thing exists, this other way of living life and doing what you love exists, then you're just going to fall back to what you know. That's all you can do. You don't know anymore any better. Right? Any different. So I think this generation is going to change everything, bro. Like in the next, 10, 15, 20, 30, 100 years, people are, there's going to be so many people that are going to do what they love. Like that's going to be the priority. Yeah. Not what the money is. Yeah. Do I love this thing? Yeah. That's the number one. And I can't, like I can already sense it, but I can't wait for that moment of where everyone's just like, I need to do what I love.
See, that's what the revolution is going to be.
That's the revolution.
Because it's going to be, it's going to be a cultural revolution, man. And we're going to be like this generation is going to be different, bro. I can feel it too.
I can feel it
too. I swear, I felt the same feeling that like, it's going to be different. We're going to change. We're going to change the world.
Yeah.
100%. We're gonna change the world, bro.
I think we're changing it right now. This is
we are
destiny too. Thank you for coming by, bro.
Thank you, Shyam. I really appreciate you having me on, man.
Dude, anytime, bro. This was fun. We gotta get some pickup ball soon too.
We gotta play, man. Yeah, we gotta play, bro. That's gonna be fun. Should get Shyam God back on the court, bro. I gotta see him again, bro. In action, bro.
In action, yeah.
That's gonna be cool, dude. Yeah, I was talking to the homie. I was like, dude, should I call him Shyam God? Should I call him Shyam? And he was like, don't do that. Do not call him Shyam God. And I was like, I gotta call him Shyam God, bro. I have to, bro. Like KD, bro. Like, there was a couple other nicknames they had for you, bro. Like KD, bro. They call
KD?
Yeah, bro. Like long, just athletic, bro. I don't know, man. But you were nasty. That's what the word around town was. You were nasty at ball, bro. And I believe
back in the days, yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for coming by again.
Yes, sir.
And,
Thank you.
Appreciate everyone for listening. This was a fun 2 hours, bro. Like
Yeah,
this
it
is
was a good time.
We need to do this again.
We
bro.
need to.
This is amazing.
We'll keep in contact.
Yeah, for sure.
We will.
And hopefully everyone listening, watching, enjoyed it as well. Much love, peace, positivity. Bye.
Love.